The movie that I chose to do for this report is Mean Girls, the old Mean Girls, not the new Mean Girls, because that's just a classic. And anyways, so the first map that I did was a Mean Girls map of hierarchy. We start out with Gretchen, and this is showing classical management. Because it starts from the top and goes down. So Gretchen is like the top of the school, the top of the plastics. Everybody looks up to her, whatnot. Then you have the girls in her plastic group. Then you have her new girl that came into the school, Katie, but her name's spelled Caddy, so everyone calls her Caddy, kind of funny. And then you have Janice and Damien, who want to be friends with Katie, but also want to get back at the plastics because they're mean people. And then you have everybody else in the school that just doesn't really matter in the movie because they're just kind of there. They're just kind of extras. For my second map that I chose to do one about human resources. I did the sign-up theory, which kind of turned into like a board game. So like it started out with chaos at the beginning of the movie with Katie coming in and being the new girl. And then shocking everybody because the plastics were like, OMG, be friends with me. But then she became friends with Janice and Damien, and then it turned complicated because Janice and Damien don't like the plastics. Katie liked the plastics. She wanted to be part of it. So then it turned into a complex situation because Janice and Damien wanted her to get revenge on the plastics. She didn't know them to be able to get revenge. So it just made up this whole ordeal where Katie ended up being in the middle of all this communication, but it was all organized through Janice and Damien, between her and the plastics and Gretchen and everything. And then in the end, everything becomes clear because you realize why everything happened. You realize why they were doing everything. Janice and Damien tell their story. And Gretchen ends up getting hit by a bus. And so... yeah, it all comes together in the end, but I chose to do human resources because I felt like that was the best way to get my point across for the movie.